All right, and with that being said, this is game number 2 between Naniwa and Kaz for the TeamSpeak Teal Open number 8 semifinals.
Link engaged.
And here we go. Chill, why don't you give us our players and base positions?
All right, well, we've spawned cross positions here on Shakura's Plateau, spawning in the bottom right position as the kind of forest green Protoss. We've got Empire Naniwa down 0-1 to his clanmate who has spawned in the top left, saying have fun, good luck, kind of out of order there. As the pink Terran, he is Empire Kaz.
Yeah, and Nanny actually responded with a GGGL, and I don't know, it could be interpreted as a preemptive GG. I know that I probably would have gone on full tilt right away with that. But yeah, Naniwa spawning in the southeast corner. He just dropped his first pylon, and as Chill likes to do, looking at that APM early on, it does seem like Kaz has actually settled down a little bit. Right now ramping up, but his average start APM is actually much lower than it was in the first game, and potentially, you know, you win that first game, you calm yourself a little bit. He may feel very comfortable on this map as well, so be curious to see what will happen between these two players, as this could be the end of Meaty Owl Legs, aka Empire Naniwa.
Well, I was watching both of their APMs back in the last game, and what happened was when a scouting worker approached the base of another player, of his opponent, then the APMs would really spike. So there's kind of two kinds of APM you see in players. There's ones who start out slow, they're very confident, comfortable, and then when they need the APM, they speed up. There's the other style of player who want to warm their hands up, warm their mind up, they spam a lot, and then I guess there's another subset, people who can maintain that high speed, and then there's people when they actually need to perform actions, they slow way down. And look at this, we're actually going for a 16 Nexus out of Naniwa. So looks like he really wants to abuse the map, and it is cross position, so it's going to be difficult to deal with. I feel like an SCV Marine all-in could work, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, I actually, I think a lot of Protoss kind of like this sort of map and positions to be able to do something like this. You know, it really is no riskier than what the Zerg is doing. You can see that we don't even have a gateway down for our Protoss yet. There it goes right there. So that's going to be really late in the grand scheme of things. Now, let's look at the Terran on the other hand. Of course, one Marine out. He's just firing up a Tech Lab right now. So he could go for that same Marine heavy early stim and just kind of get timing for the push. But no, instead he's actually going to get a Reaper out here and see if he can do some harassment with that. I do like that too, because 2 gateways are up. There's no Psycore, so it's going to get here probably before a Stalker's going to be out, and that's going to be a real pain in the ass with 2 bases.
And I bet Kaz is going to want to keep this SCV alive just to throw down the threat of a bunker. Let's see what he does with it. It looks like it's on full retreat now. And Kaz is also throwing up 3 barracks. So 2 ways to respond like this. You can kind of resign yourself to being behind and just expand yourself as Terran. Or you can try to break it. And it looks like that's what Kaz is doing. All his barracks fully rallied over. Here comes the first Marine running around. Going to take a look at the Zelnega Tower. Going to see nothing. And the Reaper out now. And now Nanny has vision of it. Going to be probably scrambling to throw something up. He's got his 2 gateways. Zealots are not going to help against the Reaper, but he's going to stand on the high ground and try to catch it if the Reaper does jump into the main base.
Yeah, this will be interesting here because he will have just a small window of opportunity. The cybernetics core is about to finish. He's going to go in and do some damage here. Probes are going to come off the line. The bunker is going down as well, and we still don't have. There we got 2 stalkers coming out there. He decided not to go to warp gate, just get the stalkers out so he could do it. This Reaper doing a phenomenal job here, taking out probes and now doing some damage on the Nexus. Meanwhile, the SCV has died, so that threat of a bunker has gone down a little bit. However, look at this Reaper, 7 kills on it. God. Marauder coming in now, and this is just a phenomenal little attack here by Kaz, punishing the Protoss here for this fast 16 Nexus.
Kaz getting overextended a little bit. Bunker going to be canceled. Marauder's going to be chased down. So what, you know, this was phase 1, if you will. The Reaper going in, killing a lot of workers. We take a look at the income tab. We can see it's been evened right up, and the production shows only 2 gateways for Naniwa. With warp gates not even close, so Kaz needs to slow down, build up a lot of units. Looks like the Stalker's in the middle of the map getting tagged not expecting the Marauders to have concussive shells.
Ooh.
They take one, and that's a big deal because there's SCVs kind of adorning their battle armor and charging in yet again. Only 5 this time, so it's not a full all-in, but it adds a lot of pressure to this next attack.
Yeah, and it's going to force Naniwa to go ahead and chrono boost whatever he can out of these gateways. He does not have at least one chrono boost left. He's going to continue to throw it down on stalkers. No sentries to help with the force field. We're going to have a bunker go down, and the Terran is moving in, instantly focus firing those zealots and trying to get rid of that threat. Then he'll be able to work on those probes and get rid of those stalkers, and he is just going to pull out there. Meanwhile, that bunker has been building that entire time, and even though he'll give up those SCVs, he's given up no units here, Chill, and this could be GG.
Kaz's micro is really insane as he's just dancing away from the probes, now getting a little bit of a surround, but with only 2 stalkers dealing the damage behind the probes, not a lot that Naniwa can do here. Looks like he's going to give up the expansion, pulling his probes behind. Let's take a look. Warp Gate is about 95% done, using the chrono boost on that Nexus before it goes down, and Kaz has to feel like his job has been done. It's going to be up to him. If he wants to take it easy, expand himself, or just continue to try to punish Nani. Nani needs to get out some sentries, but he's not doing that, actually. Going up to Warp Gate, and this is going to end the game, this attack right here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Warp Gate's going to come a little bit too late. Oh, he's going to go for the pylon, try to take it out. Instead, it just draws these units out from Naniwa. He's going to take out one stalker. Second one's going to go down. Zealots are in pursuit. Probes are pulled off the main mineral line. And even though the Zealots are going to take out a Marauder or 2, this is just looking devastating here for Naniwa, and will likely end his run here in the TL Open number 8. That expansion went down. The bunker is still outside. Zealots are in. And he honestly doesn't even have the income to warp units out of these gates once they are finished with all these probes off. And as these units just continue to rain in to the base of Naniwa, Chill, I think we could safely swell that force field. That one came about 2 minutes too late.
Yeah, unfortunately he didn't have production to get another sentry. He had enough gas, but there it goes, cutting them in half, but way too little too late. Stim is about 75% done, and we can see Kaz actually has an expansion up again. Danny calling GG, and Kaz is moving on to the finals of TL Open number 8. He's player 1, and I guess we're going to move into set number 2 pretty quickly here.
GG indeed. So we're going to see the first semifinal go down. Kaz now can say he's taken out the #1 world and EU ladder player, Meaty Outlegs. Let's talk a little bit about that one, Chill. Your thoughts on the 16 Nexus? A lot of I've heard Protoss say, hey, it's Shakuris. You get those positions. 16 Nexus is pretty baller.
I like it. Unfortunately, the Reaper was just controlled too well by Kaz. I mean, there was a point where Nani decided to take 3 probes to each, so 3 to the Reaper, 3 to the Marine. Kaz controlled the Reaper, keeping it alive, letting the Marine fall. And then there was a point where the Reaper almost got surrounded by Nani's probes, but he jumped it down, brought in the Marauder to tank the damage, and then brought the Reaper back in to deal with the probes. And basically, Nani just got outplayed a little bit there. I think the strategy was a little risky, but it could have worked. Kaz was just the better man today.